Jesus. I'm a stand, bro. Help, Lord. What is... Hi. Can you help me? I'm studying for the real estate test. I need help. I need help. Anybody can help me? I'm studying for... Hello. I am studying for the real estate test. I'm a full-time working mom, and I need a new venture, so I'm studying. Any advice? How I can pass this test? I gotta take it in 2 days. Help. Hello. Maybe you can help me? Any advice? Have you taken it? Well, that's not kind. What about real estate tests? Any help? Any advice on how to pass the real estate test? Any advice? That's what I hear, right? And you could control your own schedule. You know, as a working mom, we don't get to control our time. We have to do all the running, all the things. So I need another side hustle. So yeah, I need to pass this test like ASAP. So any advice on how to do that? Because I'm going to have another stream of income doing real estate. So any help? I see the comments. Hi. Hey y'all. Thanks for joining. I'm Shamika. If you're new here, this is House of Hogan. Hopefully you guys have subscribed to our channel to follow along as a working mom and executive. See what we get. Okay, so one of the questions, listen to this. I have a question. This is a good question. Representation goes with who? The non-agency or the agency? Go. Which one is it? Any takers? Agency or non-agency? Representation goes with... Who does it go with? Who we're going with? Non-agency or agency? Hey, Wobbin Lee, thank you. 911. Why 911? That's not good. Why are we calling the police? Why are we calling the police? That's not good. Unsturdy. We don't have an answer. Representation goes with non-agency or agency. We're running out of time. We have to move on. We're still thinking. Darn. Hey, y'all. Welcome to House of Hogan. I'm Shamika, and I am studying for the real estate test. Agency. And you're right. See, I need you to study with me. You're right. It is agency. Representation goes with agency. I said not agency, so I got it wrong. So I'm not doing good. Real estate. We can do this. We can do this together. If you guys haven't subscribed to House of Hogan, help me get through this real estate. Join my community. We're building a community one person at a time. Hey. Hey, Ryan. Welcome. Thanks for joining my live chat. I'm studying for the real estate test, so I'm going through lots of questions. So it's 300 pages. I'm on 177, and I need to get to 300 in the next hour and a half. And I said, why not go live and see if I can have some people weigh in with me? Hey, Finn Baker. How you doing? Welcome. Thanks for joining. Make sure you subscribe to House of Hogan. Go to represent your agency. They give you the office to work out of and more house to sell. Go represent your agency. You are right. Come on with the, you act like you didn't know what's going on. Look like you really do be knowing what's going on. Exactly. That's it. So yes. So the goal is I'm a full-time working mom. For those of you who are just joining my chat, I'm a full-time working mom. I'm married. I have 2 boys, and I work a lot, and I want to control my time. So I'm going to real estate. I'm gonna get my real estate license so I can have a different form of income and have an opportunity to control my schedules. Right now, I'm running like a mad woman between all the things, between picking my kids up from aftercare to my bad puppy, all the things. So I know some of you can relate to the grind of having to constantly, be moving and grooving. So yeah, so that's what's going on. So thanks for joining the chat. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks for joining. Elimination, what would be the common sense of what you're representing? You're right. You're on it. You're on it. You're on it. You're on it. All right. The next one is, let's see. A client goes with the agency or the non-agency. I only have a GED. That's all we need, right? GED, that's enough. People that have GED are no less smart than us. They have all the degrees. So I know that for a fact. We work with non-traditional students, and the ones that have GEDs are very bright. So don't underestimate yourself, baby. You're bright, okay? And don't you forget it. So a client goes with the agency or the non-agency. Finn Baker, where are you from? It says I'm from, I don't know that flag. Tell me where you're from. Zumba? Zumba? Am I saying that right? Zamba. Okay, well, welcome. Welcome. I'm just studying on live, making friends while I study. I thought I can go live and tell the people what I got going on. That's a tricky. Says client goes with the agency, but I figure it might change depending on cash buying and financing. You're right. It is agency. You're on a roll. Come on now. You're on a roll. You're right. This is a This is a different one. Let's see. 2 for O. You are 2 for O. Come on. Come on. Come on in the room. Stay with me because this seems like you're on a roll. Okay, so what type of agency agreement is typical residential listing agreement? It's A, general agent, because it allows the agent to sign on behalf of the client and bind the client to an agreement with another party. Or B, special agent, because the agent is authorized to perform a specific act in a transaction that does not include the power to sign for the client. What are we going with? A or B? A or B? Unsturdy. A. Nope, that one's actually B. Darn. All right, you still was on a roll, so you 2 for 1. All right, does the designated agency and the dual agency need to be addressed with the client in writing? Yes or no? A or B? Yes or no? Which one is it? Help. Hi, y'all. Those of you just joining my live, I'm Shamika with House of Hogan. Hopefully you've subscribed to follow along. I'm a working mom of 2, trying to have another. Yay, Vin Baker. It's A. Yes, it is A. I got no last time, but it is A. Always writing. I didn't think on that. You got it. Finn Baker, Unsturdy. Hopefully you guys are subscribing to House of Hogan. I started my channel. So, short story. So I started my channel. So I am a full-time working mom of how many? 2. I was born to a 16-year-old girl, and I am an executive director. So I'm a CEO of a local nonprofit in the United States. So the likelihood of me becoming an executive is like unheard of. And a lot of my family have said, you should start a YouTube channel to tell people about how you've become what you've become. So I started a YouTube channel like a couple weeks ago. And we've grown it to almost 250 in less than a month. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. You'll be one of the first in my community. I remember you, Finn Baker, Unsturdy. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your folks to subscribe. So yeah, so I'm trying to build my community. Everyone kept saying like you should get up, you should tell people about your life and how the likelihood of you becoming an executive. I have 2 degrees. My mom was 16 when she had me, so I had 2 degrees. There we go. Thank you. I have 2 degrees, but I was born to a 16-year-old girl, so the likelihood of me becoming an executive and all the things and being able to travel and do all the things that I've been blessed to do is unlikely. So all my friends like, you should start a YouTube channel and start documenting like your life and how you run a business, but you also run your household and you have these kids and you do all the things. And you should tell people about it because people may be interested. And here we are. So I got on live because I'm studying for this test, and I thought maybe I'll make friends while I'm on live. So let me keep going. I'm gonna tell you some questions. So the next question is, a client and a principal are the same for the test. True or false? Noted. True or false? Client and principal are the same for the test? Are they the same? Unsturdy, I think you're the only one with me. I think we lost Finn Baker. A or B? Tell me. Are we A or B? Client and principal are the same for the test. True or false? True. Yep, you're right. Got that wrong last time. Finn Baker was right. He said, or she, I think maybe we say A. Yeah, A. Correct. It's A. A broker can be hired by buyer or seller, client/principal. True or false? This is tricky. True or false? True or false? A broker can be hired by buyer, seller, client/principal. True. Okay, so can you be on the test with me, please? Because that's right. That is right. Should an agent share confidential information of a client? Yes. to close the deal and get paid, which is A. B. No, it violates the fiduciary obligations to their principal. Should an agent? Yep, it's no. Is this common sense or what? Because it wasn't common for me. It is no. It is no. It violates the fiduciary obligations. Hey there. Hey, Dagger. Welcome. Hello. We're just going through some test questions for real estate. If you haven't subscribed to House of Hogan, make sure you do that. And thank you for joining this live. You're on a roll and sturdy. It's common sense. A lot of it is. I wish it was, or I would have passed my first test. This is my second go at it. I was very close to passing, so I just got to buckle down a little bit longer. And maybe I'm confident I'll pass the next one. Sometimes they make you overthink it. I think so. I'm overthinking it, okay? Because Lord knows I was trying my best. All right, so we got that. Let's do our next one. It says, should an agent share confidential information of a client? Oh, we already did that one. Is it legal to tell others the motivation of your client? Happy, hey. Is it legal to tell others the motivation of your client? No. Not without your client's written instructions to do so, which is A, or B, because it helps negotiations. Where we at on sturdy? What are we going with? Maybe Dagger, maybe you got something. What do you think? A or B? Is it legal to tell others? No. Come on. It is no. It is no. You're right. You're right. Come on, come on, come on. You got a tooth and beggar. Come on. It is no. When do you inform a seller that the buyer is your client? A, upfront, or B, the day of closing? Which one is it? We got to keep going. We got to be efficient. What is it? What is it? A or B? When do you tell your client, inform the seller the buyer is your client? A or B? Up front? Yep. Yep. I missed that question. It's A. The sales contract is between the seller and the A, broker, or B, the buyer. Yep. Upright. Yep, that's right. Up front. The next question, we're moving on. The sales contract is between the seller and the buyer. The buyer. Come on. Let me find out you're in real estate. Let me find out that you're the one that I need to study with. Yep, it is B. It's the buyer. It's the buyer. You're right. It's the buyer. 4 separate listing agreements to sell 4 homes. A are 1 universal agency. B are 4 special agencies. 4 separate listing agreements to sell 4 homes are 1 universal agency. B are 4 special agencies. Did you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? A or B? 4 separate listing agreements. Yep. It's B. I didn't know if the B's were for the B above, but this is B as well. All right, Finn Baker and Unsturdy, we moving on. We're killing it. I feel like this is helping me remember. I'm going to remember this conversation. Who plays licensee? Licensee is basically the real estate agent. Who pays licensee Fred his commission? Is it Fred's client or Fred's broker? A, Fred's client. B, Fred's broker. A broker is always the person that holds your license. I'm just a drone flyer that's about fancy I get. Well, that's kind of cool. Nope, Finn Baker. Fon Baker. I keep saying Finn. Maybe it's Fon Baker. It's broker. It's Fred's broker is who pays the commission. I learned that recently. I would have thought the client too, but the broker, everything goes to the broker. Is it possible for a seller who's not represented to pay 7% commission? Is it possible for a seller who is not represented to pay a 7% commission? The options are no, because to pay a commission, the seller must be represented. This is a matter of fiduciary law. Yes, compensation and representation need to be addressed in the service agreement. I thought it was no too. It's actually B. I got the answers. It says, so is it possible for a seller who's not represented to pay 7% commission? It says, yes, compensation and representation need to be addressed in the service agreement. I know, right? Long Realty charged Martha Speaks. This is going to be hard. You got to have the math to do that, so I have to come back here. I'm going to leave a note for this. We're going to have to come back to this one. You got to do a lot of calculation. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining House of Hogan. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We're going through real estate questions. Hopefully you can help us. We're on a roll. These are all math problems. The math in real estate is tough. Okay, let's just go on over to the other one. All right. What does a broker owe to a third party in a real estate transaction? These are our options. Y'all ready? What does a broker, this is the question, what does a broker owe to a third party in a real estate transaction? Loyalty, A. B, obedience. C, accuracy. D, for fiduciary. What does a broker owe to a third party in a real estate transaction? A, loyalty. B, obedience. C, accuracy. D, fiduciary. Fine Baker, are we saying A for the one I just read? Is that where we are? Is that correct? Before I reveal, what does a broker owe a third party in a real estate transaction? A, loyalty. B, obedience. C, accuracy. D, fiduciary. All right, I'm about to reveal. It looks like it is C, accuracy. I thought fiduciary too. Fiduciary means you owe your client and a broker. That's what I learned. What does a broker owe a third party in a real estate transaction? All right, here we go. Salesman Carl was trying to sell client Frank's home, listed under his broker, Doug. To whom does salesman Carl have a fiduciary responsibility? Is it to Doug only, to Frank only, to Doug and Frank, neither Doug nor Frank? Which one is it? Which one is it? Both. Yep, you're right. It's both. It is to Doug and Frank. What duties does a client receive that are not due to a customer? A, non-agency. B, neutrality in all matters. C, fiduciary. Excuse me. D, honesty. What duties does a client receive that are not due to a customer? A, non-agency. B, neutrality in all matters. C, fiduciary. D, honesty. All right. Dum, 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 dum. All right. The answer is C, fiduciary. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. So fiduciary says you owe your client or broker. That's what they're saying. I know. An owner went to Mexico for 1 year, leaving a broker in charge of selling 2 different properties. What type of agency was probably created? Was it A, special, B, general, C, universal, D, implied. Hi, welcome. Welcome to House of Hogan. I'm Shamika. Thank you for joining the live. I am studying. I'm a working mom of two, studying for real estate. Which one are we going with, Fine Baker? A, what type of agency was probably created if the owner went to Mexico for 1 year and leaving a broker in charge of selling 2 different properties? What type of agency was probably created? A, special, B, general, C, universal, D, implied. The answer is special. It's B. B, 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 B. B, 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 B. The answer wasn't B. I was wrong. I was looking at the wrong thing. It's special. I thought it was general too. It's special. Which of the following instruments give written authority to listing licensee to sign a contract on an owner's behalf in the owner's absence? Is it A, power of attorney, C, power of agency, or D, conveyance of a listing agent? What we're going with? What we're doing? Which one we're doing? Which of the following instruments give written authority to the listing licensee? Yep, it is B. Come on, it is B. It is B. The power of an attorney. It is B. You're right. You're on a roll. Where are you at with your numbers now? Like 5 for 0? Like 5 for 1? Under the common law, this is another hard one. Common law of agents' traditional duties. This is a hard one. You have to do the calculation. We don't want to do calculations right now. They say you can pass the real estate test without doing the math. They tell us to take all the math last and go through all the vocab first. So that's why I keep skipping it. All right, we're skipping on. Okay, Ted has a seller client. Which item of the client is not confidential? A, the fact that the client is going through a divorce. B, the fact that the basement of the client's home leaks. C, the fact that the client will be using the equity from sale to buy her next home. I don't know. We can't make them answer. Which one are we going with? A, B, or C? Okay. It says that Ted has a seller client. Which item of the client is not confidential? The fact that the client is going through a divorce. B, the fact that the basement of the client's home leaks. C, the fact that the client will use the equity from the sale to buy her next home. Which one are we going with? Dun, 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 dun. Nope. It's actually B, the fact that the basement of the client's home leaks. What I learned in class is that it's confidential. If your client's going through divorce, you can't really reveal that, nor can you talk about how she's going to spend the money on her next house. I thought that too. At the time of the listing, a broker noticed water damage to the hardwood floor was covered by a rug. Insuring the property, the licensee would A, inform the prospective buyer of the damage only if asked, or B, inform the prospective buyer of the damage. Okay, well, thank you guys for joining my live. It looks like I have a guest. It was actually B. Stephanie, I'm on live. Welcome to House of Hogan. I have to get off live now because I have someone at my door.